Hello, truth seekers, welcome to Cruise TV, your #1 YouTube channel that provides you with facts, with zero to very minimal errors. Fashion is one of the most critical industries in our world today. Style has become one of the primary ways in which people express their personality and in which they distinguish themselves from those around them. Truth seekers, before we even think about the importance of fashion, first of all, what is fashion? A rather ambiguous word that holds a different meaning for each one of us. Fashion is simply the way we dress and style ourselves. But there are some very important aspects to it, which include trends, fads, buzz, and glamour. Fashion is global and it has cultural and religious connections too. What is fashion in our part of the world may not be the same as Far East. Fashion is important and it actually is the essence of our being. What we feel about ourselves and things around defines fashion for us. The importance of fashion in society has various strata and layers. For each one feels differently about what we wear and how we style ourselves. Fashion is about uniqueness and not adhering to what is considering the latest or trendy. Fashion is important in the society because it has the potential to bring different people together to celebrate their own individuality. The best way to enjoy fashion is to wear what you love and be yourself. It is true that there are some stigmas in the fashion world that are understandable. Some people believe that the modern world of fashion can be restrictive, harsh and projects an unrealistic expectation of models and a price tag. However, we think that fashion doesn't need to be expensive, or small size to be enjoyed. Fashion is important because it represents our history and helps to tell the story of the world. Clothes began as a necessity, but they gained their power early on when certain groups wore specific styles, making them popular. An early example, Levi jeans were worn among miners because the copper rivets used at points of stress within the jeans expand the lifespan of the jeans, making them a favorite among the blue-collar worker. Levi's saw an opportunity and quickly created a solution, and even after more than 150 years, they still remain an iconic denim brand. Fashion trends vary at least slightly from place to place, so different styles are more suitable for different climates and areas. Clothes help to keep people ready for whatever they may face in life, but fashion keeps up with the current crazes and changes that we all face so that we're ready for whatever life throws our way. There are fashion items for every season and every occasion, and this makes it possible for people to express themselves differently depending on the specific season or time of the year. When one looks at all the consumer needs which have emerged in modern times, it becomes easy to see why fashion designing has become such a specialized industry. There is also another aspect that deserves contemplating, and that is the fact that there is a measure of similarity in those fashion trends which aim at the low-income person. It is going a long way in avoiding discrimination or unnecessary competition because there is a lot of similarity in the designs which aim at this consumer market. Therefore, it is possible for people that are less affluent to avoid unnecessary discrimination and criticism because in effect they are dressed very similarly in many ways to their friends, colleagues, or family members. Everyone wants to look their best. Following the latest trends and adding them to your wardrobe is the easiest way to do that. At the same time, we know that the trends keep changing, but do not forget that they all overlap eventually. Let us tell you why following trends are more of a necessity than just a want. 1. Trends make life easier. Even if you are not walking to the store with a suit and a cane every time you do your groceries, it does not necessarily mean that you are up to date. Looking your best is essential, and style is usually considered the hottest look in town by most, so why be the odd one out? Being aware of ongoing trends throws the stress of decision-making out of the window because you cannot go wrong, trying out what is tested and true. 2. Fashion is self-expression through art. Art is the essence of life and it helps in the creative expression of self. The more we create art in our appearance, the more fashionable it becomes. All the things that we put on with a certain amount of creativity make for a great fashion statement. Art is all about finding your peace and inner strength. The way you dress speaks about your fine taste and love for art. 3. Fashion helps in bringing out our creative self. You may not be a fashion designer to be creative. Mix and match, picking designer outfits, and wearing things with a certain accessory or jewelry are what bring out our creativity. Creativity in itself is a byproduct of inspiration, the drive that gets us going for a particular form of art or expression. Fashion also helps in giving you insights to explore your creative self. 4. Self-esteem. Looking good is great, but knowing you look good is where it is at. There is nothing more satisfying than getting those compliments and stares when you walk by a group of people. Being fashionable leads to tremendous respect in social circles, which boosts one's self-esteem. Truth seekers, we all know someone who dresses incredibly well and garners adoration from people around him. Why can you not be that person? Well, with the help of following what is hot in style, you can strut down the street with the self-confidence of knowing you are. 5. Freshness. It is important not to walk around looking like a relic of the past with your same drab dark clothing. What we wear affects our mood immensely. Style is a continuous thing that keeps changing over time, and embracing it will bring the much-needed freshness in your life to break the monotony of blacks and browns finally. With the new and exciting ever-changing trends, it would be a real pity if you let yourself live away life in the same suit. Get that sunset orange Hawaiian shirt and rock on with a breath of fresh air. 6. Fashion helps in revealing your spontaneous side. Making you versatile, fashion helps in bringing your spontaneous side out. You become self-aware and take things the way you like for your style. Fashion helps you in styling and dressing with a hint of spontaneity, which is essential to keep your individuality alive. 7. Fashion also brings out talent in people. The more talented get to portray fashion not just for themselves but for others too. Models, actors, and socialites adorn the masterpieces threaded by some really artistic designers. This gives them a platform to bring out their creativity and talent. 8. Fashion keeps history and religion alive. Most of the fashion is a result of our beliefs, culture, and tradition. It also brings out history and old beliefs too. All forms of art like music, dance, paint, and architecture help in defining fashion and its current trends. 9. Approved aesthetic. Fashion is a widely accepted way of doing a particular thing. When we approach the topic of loathing, this means you never have to worry about what you are wearing is good enough because this is the trend being followed and accepted by everyone in the mainstream social media and celebrity circles. You are not showing off a hit or miss last year's aesthetic. Rather, the current adored trend matters the most when dressing yourself to impress. 10. Boosts your creativity. You do not need to be a painter or a sculptor to be creative in your life. Picking and choosing your clothes and taking risks is a hallmark of 2021 fashion. Continually experimenting with new combinations of textures and colors boosts your creativity. Wearing the right clothes has a significant effect on your life, even just outside clothes, by adding more excitement and breaking monotony. Different trends give you that guideline to get your creative juices flowing and innovate. So, if you thought a bright yellow shirt would not go with a bright pink skirt, you thought wrong. 11. Never having to worry about criticism. Everything is in style. Why worry about looking odd? The best part about these trends and their constant change is that they do not go out of style. If you follow a trend from last summer, trust us when we tell you that you just might have brought it back for the coming summer. New trends tend to overlap with the previous ones, so while new styles might be in the market, you can always improvise your way with the old ones you have in your wardrobe. 12. Social image. To carry a social image magically becomes so easy when you are following all those hot trends. Meanwhile, social media plays a vital role in our lives, and due to COVID-19, all those clothes might just have gotten tired from hanging in the closet. Make an Instagram page and put up your styles. You just might become the next style icon. Truth seekers, don't forget to hit the like button for that YouTube algorithm. Thanks and enjoy the rest of the day.